James the Lesser, we don't know how to do any polls with anything yet. Like, I'm looking to do polls with Nightbot and stuff, and I think it would still work here on YouTube, like we were trying to get it to work on Twitch.
Here we go.
Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with guys. An exciting day. Totally, one of my fans spent hundreds of dollars on me to buy me a PS5 Pro that I don't need because I moved to PC. And I already have a PS5 that I barely use anymore because, again, I moved to PC. Anyways, let's watch.
Frequent days off in the near future. This week is the first week I'm doing so.
Also, he's taking 2 days off a week now for some reason. Guys, he's broke, guys. He can't afford to fix anything in the house. But now suddenly you can take multiple days off? I wonder. What meeting was so important you had to go to it on Thursday? IRS? Doctor? The bank trying to refinance your house after you got stuff replaced and fixed? I wonder. Anyways, let's continue.
So just so you know, but today's going to be an amazing day. I'm very excited. It is Friday, the 8th of November, 2024. I hope you all have been doing well. I hope you had a good day yesterday. I had a great day yesterday. I really did. And I hope that all of you have been enjoying everything going on. What a day today with PS5 Pro coverage, folks. I'm very excited. In fact, already to prepare for this, I went ahead and unhooked my base PS5, which actually...
You actually did something off stream? Wow, there's a first.
Incidentally, is the disk drive version, but I only used the disk drive once ever. Literally, once. For Divinity 2. Yeah, it was Divinity 2. Outside of that, I've never put a game into this thing. So I unhooked it. We're going to be doing a
I currently have College Football 25 in mind. Great game.
really cool thing where I'm going to be doing side-by-side comparison of the two. Just so you know, I'm not lying to you.
You're always lying. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, here it is. It arrived yesterday in the mail. No issues. I'll talk a little bit about that because there was a little bit of drama around that, if I was going to be able to get it delivered on time or not. This is going to be awesome. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited.
If I was going to get it delivered on time, are you driving a delivery truck? Or are you saying that you ordered it? No longer a secret fan behind the scenes.
For today, a full day of coverage, both streams covering this beast of a console. All right? Good stuff. I love the racing stripes because you know those are definitely going to enhance the quality of games played on it. Whenever your console has racing stripes, you know you're in business. All right. So, I hope you're all doing well, and I hope that you're preparing for awesomeness coming up soon. I mean, this coming week, I'm going to be playing probably 1 to 2 new games. We've got other new stuff around the horizon. We've got DS Politics. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, later this week, if I can find it, you can look forward to this.
DSP. The is how you do govern. The is how you do govern. DSP, what the fuck is this? The is how you do govern.
No, that's not a joke. That's actually happening sometime later this week. I just don't know exactly when yet. And if you're wondering... wait, well, when is this happening? What's going on? I don't know yet. Basically, as I've explained on my last show, and I made a highlight video about it, I'm going to be starting a politics show. That's going to probably be like maybe once a week on a night, streamed exclusively over on Kick, starting sometime this coming week. I just don't know when yet, because here's the deal. I don't want to start up a show on Kick like that, but then be in direct competition with the guys from Kino Casino, who essentially gave me this rejuvenating boost that allows me to do new kind of stuff, right? If I had done a show...
Yes, we know. You're owned by them. Good job.
Like this a year or two ago, no one would have cared besides my detractors, but now actually people care. And I was like, dude, it would be pretty messed up.
No one fucking
if I
cares.
do my politics show and I go head-to-head with Kino Casino on Kick. I want to do it on a night they're not broadcasting. So I'm actually waiting to hear back from them on when their schedule is for this week. And I want to do it on a night that they're going to be off, okay? So, great stuff coming up. In fact, I mean, just to clarify, so I've needed a pair of good sunglasses for many, many years, and I haven't had one. Those
He spent $180 on these.
Those glasses you see me wear recently, remember I just wore that pair when I was on Kino Casino dressed up like a Ghostbuster? They're not real. Those are costume glasses. You can't see through them at all. They're not actually sunglasses. So, knowing that Flight Simulator is right around the corner, I got myself a nice spiffy pair of aviators that we can wear while I'm flying. We need them, you know? And also, let's be honest here. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. Things are
Again, $180 pair of sunglasses. $180.
really picking up around here when it comes to the stuff I'm covering and the excitement levels. I'm having a great time. I know you guys are too. We got all kinds of contributions already came in. I'm going to shout them out in just a moment. I really appreciate y'all, you guys. I really do. Like, all this is possible because of all of you. So thank you guys so very much for all of your support. Again, I get to spend a day off with my family, which is awesome. Yesterday was a really good day I want to tell you about. Amongst other things, great things happening, right? Yes, everyone's happy to see Jasper Kitty. He's here today. He's excited to be on stream. He loves being on stream. Yes, he does.
Aw, poor Jasper. Get out of
Jasper
there.
Kitty
This place
loves
is
it, right, buddy?
toxic.
Yes. So, we're going to get started in a second. However, a couple quick things to cover. The first thing I should cover, not this kitty. Oh, that's cute. Not this kitty, but what's below him down here. See that? The goal. Jasper. Ooh, you silly cat. The goal. We have hit 55 straight streams, hitting my goals and crushing my trolls. Yes, we've done it. That means today, on this very first stream, which is going to be this podcast and the live unboxing. And
That's a minimum of $8,250, by the
when we
way.
hit this, not if, but when we hit this, we will officially hit this week's reward. This week's reward is a special episode of DSP Tries It where I'm going to have authentic Japanese food from a local restaurant that just opened up recently. And it's not, oh, it's sushi.
Between September and October, he got roughly $9,000 in ad revenue and memberships. Actually, probably well over that by now. But yeah, so ad revenue, memberships, Patreon, not counting super chats, super stickers, or tips. Just ad revenue, Patreon, and memberships. Well over $10,000. Well over $10,000 in 2 months. And then the past 55 streams, over $8,250. I guess I can see why you can finally start taking days off. Well, extra days off.
And teriyaki, not even close. This place has realistic, very, authentic
Robust
Japanese
cuisine.
the likes of which I've never had. So it's going to be exciting to order off their menu and test some new things. So I'm very pumped for this today. I hope that you guys are too. Let's get it going. Let's get some contributions coming
Nice
in.
burp.
Get the momentum rolling. The sooner we hit it, the better. All right. So you know what? Speaking of which, let me do some shout outs. You're so silly. He doesn't want to move. He just wants me to pet him. Look, he just wants me to pet him constantly. He doesn't want me to do the show today. So first of all, shout out to Dick Jones, who gifted 5 memberships on YouTube this morning so far. Thank you so much, Dick Jones. That is the equivalent of about $15 of support, because each membership on YouTube I get about $3 from it. So let's get that up on the leaderboard, shall we? Our first contributions.
If a membership is $4.89, you get
so
70% of them.
And
You
then-
get $3.50, dumbass.
Whoa, see, I just clicked the emote I don't even know about. There we go. And then I received several tips. Let's take a quick look here. So the first tip of the day is from a troll. The second tip of the day.
Nobody's gonna say the amount though, so we can hide it.
Leaking Rhino Bunghole tipped me $1 and says you should cosplay as Eve, the main character from Stellar Blade, when you inevitably play it. Well, we announced this the other day. Since people were absolutely so desperate, all right, to see me play Stellar Blade, I said, I'll play it. When we hit 276 straight stream streak, which would tie the vest goal from 2020. If we do that, I'm dead serious about this too. If we hit 276, I swear to you,
That is
I will play Stellar Blade. It's
$41,400
happening.
minimum.
We got to hit 276 with no interruption. No,
$41,400
an off stream. No, there's no off streams. The streak must continue. When we hit it, we do it. It's that simple.
He
Okay?
wants
So
over
let's keep that momentum going. Keep
$41,000
that
to play
flowing,
a video game.
And then you're going to see Stellar Blade. Got it? All right. So thank you for that $1 tip. Name that I'm never not repeating at all. That's disgusting. And I received a $1.15 tip from another troll. So I'm just going to ignore them because they're a moron. Okay. So let's get our first tip up on the leaderboard. And then I believe we got a super chat as well. I received a €2 super chat from Game Ticker, who says, what was the first console handheld you ever owned? The first actual gaming device that I owned was Pong. Just Pong. It was one of the 5 zillion, because there were so many back in the day, dedicated Pong home consoles. It was just like a big rectangular piece of plastic. I think it was gray. Had 2 knobs that were like black, and I think had like metallic stuff around them.
I thought he said hand console. Handheld, not home. Original home console was Atari, but I swear he said handheld.
Handheld you ever owned. The first
Yes,
actual
handheld
gaming device that I owned was Pong.
First device he had, it was handheld. He said handheld, not first home device. First handheld.
It was one of the 5 zillion, because there were so many back in the day, dedicated Pong home consoles. It was just like a big rectangular piece of plastic. I think it was gray. Had 2 knobs that were like black, and I think had like metallic stuff around them. And you would plug it in. What's up, Jade? How you doing this morning, Jade? Good to have you here today. So you hooked it up to your old tube TV via the old cable device thing. It was one of those little boxes.
He said handheld, jackass.
Things. You had to stick them into the back of your TV and like screw it in. So you do that, and you would turn to a certain channel, and then it would be Pong, and it was just 2 paddles with a ball that didn't look like a ball, it looked like a square, and it had numbers to count the score, and then you would hit the reset button on the console to reset it. There was no sound whatsoever. It was just visuals, and it was just black and white. So what you would do is you would go into your tube TV settings to change the color scheme. See how my background is changing colors right now? So you would mess with the TV settings. You'd make it like purple, pink, blue, green instead of white, and that's how you got color out of it. Now, if you mean what was my first interchangeable game home console, the Atari 7800.
He said handheld.
Backwards compatible with the Atari 2600. So I had games that were both from the original Atari and the 7800. Games like Food Fight, Moon Patrol, Ball Blazer, Karateka, Asteroids, just to name a few. Oh, Jungle Hunt. Everyone remember Jungle Hunt? That was a good game.
Barnstorming was the best.
I remember the music. So anyway, yeah, good stuff. That was my original stuff. I mean, I'm an old school dude, right? I'm been around for the block, 42 years old, so I've played probably more games than most of you out there. Okay, continuing on. Holy macaroni, I have received a whopping $50 tip from Iron Chef Sakai, who says, where's Goose Maverick? Highway to the danger zone. Ow! I'm on the highway to the danger zone, yeah. It's a great song, by the way. All right. So,
not when you sing it.
$50 generous tip from Iron Chef Sakai to get the day started. That's the way to get the day started, folks. Thank you so much. I brought back a lot of new animations for returning animations for tips. So if you tip various levels, you're going to see different animations now. So thank you.
Hint.
Iron Chef Sakai for a $50 tip. Gets us up to 68 and climbing, and we just started today. Thank you all so very much. Danger zone. We got an, I received an $11 tip from Dankside Venus. Ooh, a Dankside Venus. Whoa. Thanks for the $11 tip there, Dankside. Appreciate that. Let's get that added to our total for today. Now we're up to $79. So we are more than halfway to the goal for this stream.
Hint.
I get the feeling it's going to be a fun day with a lot of great stuff. By the way, the moment that we hit the goal, I'm going to announce next week's goal because I already know what it is. I just forgot to bring it up here, but I'll bring it up now. I already know what next week's goal is, and it's actually a really good one for DSP Tries It. Like, it's actually significantly interesting.
Japanese place.
It's going to be a good time. All right. Cool. So thank you guys for the support. Now, you know what? So we got some YouTube support. We got some tip support. How about we get some sub support over on Kick? Who's going to be the first person to gift a sub over on Kick or to become a sub themselves and join the Founders Club? Let's see who'll do it today. All right.
That was actually almost okay.
Very nice.
That was almost not hardcore begging there. Still looking for that money, though. Guys, I got a PS5 Pro. I'm going to unleash it today. Eventually.
Good. He says,
someday.
I missed 41 months? What do you mean? Now we're at 55. The streak continues, right? Hey, I really wonder if we can get the streak to like 279 or 276. That'd be insane. If we match the vest streak, that would be legendary. Do you understand?
That'd be over $41,000.
Already are so insanely unhinged. They have no clue what's going on. They're so confused, right? So here's a quick thing we'll talk about. I don't want to talk about it for too.
Dumbass. We don't care that you're getting all this money because we already know it's going to WWE Champions. It's going to DoorDash. It's going to Total Wine. It's for some reason you're investing money into ceiling fans. You have like 3 or 4 AC units in that house. You have multiple floor fans, but now you're going to be spending money having someone come out and install ceiling fans. Why? That is something we're confused about. That we don't understand.
Too long. It's just so hilarious. I want to bring it up. So, oh, your membership, Jade? Oh, thank you, Jade. 41 months as a member. That's what it was. Jade re-upped his membership for 41 months. I missed it. Thank you, Jade, for being a month for 41 months. A month for 41 months. A member for 41 months. I missed his re-upping of his membership. That's my fault. Sorry about that, Jade. Okay. So.
How about I stop wearing sunglasses indoors?
Take these off for now. So here's how nuts my detractors are getting because of my success. All right. So 55 straight streams of success. Someone, I don't know who
Over
it is,
$8,000.
no clue, made a Twitter or X account called Detractor News. Okay. What they're doing is they're following my detractors on social media and they are reposting in a parody way all of the shit that they're posting. They're following them and their insane, unhinged, obsessive antics. And
It's
they're
him.
posting about it constantly. So essentially what they're doing, they're trolling the trolls. You see, these people have done this to me for
Actually, you know what? I already made a video about this. I might have to re-edit it and just put into this little segment right here. Show you guys that. Yeah, it's DSP. It's not a random fan. It's DSP doing it.
the greater part of 10 years and systematically harassed me, defamed me, slandered me through this kind of means. So now someone's doing it to them and they can't handle it.
They're not slandering
They've actually
us.
lost their minds. They've got insane conspiracy theories. They think it's me, despite the fact that this person tweets and does things when I'm on stream or on my day off.
No,
They're
they
still
don't.
insinuating it's me doing it.
Yeah,
No.
on your day off when you have all the time in the world to be doing it. That's why they were so busy yesterday. They posted more yesterday on your day off than they had in the previous 3 days beforehand when you didn't have a day off. Amazing how that works.
No, I don't even have time to post on my own fucking Twitter, right? I'm an incredibly busy dude. I don't fuck around with trolling. I don't have time for this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Snort.
it's just so funny. They can't handle it. So now what's happening is they are having a breakdown because they're getting a taste of their own medicine. Do you get it?
We're making
literally,
fun of
they're
you
getting
for making
taste
a
of,
fake
oh, wait a
account
minute,
acting like it's
someone's
not
sitting
you.
here and making fun of me all day, every day, right? They can't handle it. So now their epic fucking, meltdown begins. Oh my God, someone has an eye on us. Like he's looking at stuff like that fucking dumbass Brain Dead podcast where they sat there and talked about.
That being
like,
said, shout out.
What was it? Something about my cat for 8 hours or something like that? They 8 fucking hours talking about my cat or something crazy, insane like that. And then they think that's normal behavior. And they have thousands of, mentally stunted, brain dead losers who are also following suit and thinking that that's normal behavior and watching their garbage content because they're all, circle jerking each other around their mental illness padded wall room. It's fucking crazy.
But don't cause fans dense.
So yeah, it's hilarious. I go check it out. You want to laugh? Watch this guy on Twitter and watch my detractors have a mental breakdown about it. They can't handle it. Today, they're still saying it's me. It's hilarious
Because it is
post,
you.
Man, this account really doesn't sound like Phil. Like the way it types and the way it's doing stuff doesn't sound like Phil. So,
It types and sounds exactly like him. It types and sounds exactly like him. Uses the same words and everything, and misspells stuff the same way he misspells stuff.
it must be Phil. Anyway, the biggest joke about all of this part of it, here's the biggest joke. Are you ready? The detractors actually don't realize something. They don't understand that since now, I've now had positive interactions with people. People much bigger than me, people who have good followings, who've now partially become part of my audience. Here's what they don't understand, all right? I used to be the world's biggest lolcow. Let's face it, I was. But I've changed. And now things are turning much better. Like I said, the future's so bright, I got to wear shades, right? Things are going well. I'm got new games coming out, new consoles coming out, new shows starting up, new attention, unending levels of ongoing support. They can't handle it. What they don't understand is that the detractors have become the lolcows. People are now turning their eye to my detractors, guys like Duty Streams and Raw.
Oh my fucking god, DSP. This copium is off the charts. Cope. I don't want to be Mr. Cope.
Phil and Memeology and the That Being Said podcast and looking at them like, what
Shout
the
out That
fuck
Being
is wrong
Said.
with you? You're all nuts. You actually think that stalking this fucking guy who's just an innocuous content creator who just makes content for a distinct audience that likes him, doesn't go out of his way to bother or insult or have any problems with anyone, that's who you
As he
detest.
constantly calls people
You're
mouth-drooling idiots.
And now that you got people like this fucking Twitter account that are looking at them, they can't take it. Wait, you're observing us as if we're the object of derision? Yes, because you are. All your actions, your insane thoughts and mantras and crazy cult-like beliefs are way more insane than anything I've ever said or done. In fact, no one agrees with the shit that you've even said about me anymore, right? Even people who are big time, who used to mention me all the time, aren't mentioning me. And then all of a sudden someone will bring me up and they'll be like, yeah, Phil, he's changed. He's not really doing crazy stuff or bad stuff anymore. So there's really no reason to talk about the guy. When he makes a video, he makes a point and people are watching him now and listening. So really there's no reason to bring him up in this joking context because there's no jokes to be made. But detractors are living, again, in this parallel fantasy dimension. They don't get that. They actually think it's still
You
before,
really think
right?
people like you
They do.
now?
They actually believe that.
God,
right?
I love this.
They're out of their fucking minds, right? Okay.
Snort.
So anyway, let us go ahead and continue on with our day and not give them any more attention because they don't deserve it. Don McLean, €4 super chat, says trade in the PS5 Pro to get a flight stick for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not all that serious. For those who did not see my Flight Simulator content a few years ago, it was like 3-4 summers ago when I got my Series X, probably like 3 years ago. I'm not into the sim side of it. I'm kind of like a tourist. What I mean by that is I like
You're
to
a tourist of video games.
fly around
only like them insofar as they make
landmarks,
money.
areas, or maybe you tell me somewhere that's really beautiful. Maybe somewhere has a giant like waterfall, or you know what I mean, something that's worth looking at. And what I'll do is I'll have it fly me there automatically, and we do like a flyover, all the cool stuff. But while I'm doing that,
That's right. He doesn't even fly during Microsoft Flight Simulator. It is called Flight Simulator, and he doesn't fly. Oh my god, you really are the laziest piece of shit, aren't you, DSP? Flight Simulator game, and you don't fly.
we're having a cool interactive stream where we talk about where we are, maybe we talk about culture, we talk about all kinds of stuff. I turned basically Flight Sim into like a chill stream series, and it did really well. It lasted like 2 months, I want to say, and it was very entertaining. And keep in mind, that was playing on the Series X, and that was the previous version of Flight Sim that wasn't very good. Like, once you got close, like we went to like a theme park, and we were flying close, you could see the whole thing looked like shit. It was all like polygons, and it looked terrible. But this new version supposedly is going to be absolutely amazing. Like, they've really went into detail with their scanning and everything, so now we can go to like cool theme parks and things and see what it looks like. It'll be realistic instead of polygon silliness, right? I can't wait. I think it's going to be amazing on PC. I can't wait. What, like 2 weeks it comes out? Not even, right? I think it's around 2 weeks. So that's going to be dope. I hope you guys will join me for the Flight Sim stuff. It should be really fun.
Flight Simulator, but he's not going to be flying. I love it.
So cool. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, Ren says, looking forward to DS Politics. Even if we have differences of opinion, I'm mature enough to want to hear another's perspective in order to learn about the other side rather than close it out at all. I'm not on any side. Some people seem to think I am. I'm not on any side.
Fence-sitting son of a bitch. We know.
Seriously, I'm not a Democrat, and I'm not a Republican. I'm me. And I, in some cases, think that one side could be correct. In other cases, I think the other side's correct. And in other cases, I think maybe both sides are wrong. And we
Fence-sitting 101.
need to meet somewhere in the middle, and that's what the show is going to be about. It's going to be a lot different than people thinking, oh, it's going to be one-side polarized content. That's what everyone is doing to make money, and it's pathetic. Like, it's the bandwagon mentality, exactly what side-scrollers did. Fail at everything else, so just become a bandwagoner all the way to one direction and get those polarized people to send you money. I'm not doing that. That's not the purpose of my show. Get it? It's going to be
so to make money, though.
It's going to be pretty interesting and different. Trust me. And I am going to welcome opinions from all different people from all over the place. I want to hear opinions from every walk of life.
Someone on your chat says they don't think Bugsnax is very good. You banned them because Bugsnax was your game of the year. Shut the fuck
Every
up.
perspective, so I can get a big picture view of what's going on. Okay? All right. Cool. Let's continue. Someone took the dollar. So, what are your thoughts on Linkin Park? Rest in peace, Chester. I liked Linkin Park back in the day. You know, the original group. I haven't heard any of the new group. I know that they have a new lead singer and everything, and I haven't heard a single piece of music from it. But back in the day, they were hot, right? They were very well known, very popular, and they were pretty good. I wasn't crazy obsessed with them or anything, but I thought that their music was decent. Excuse me, I can't stop burping this morning.
Burp.
Oh.
Nice way to lean into the microphone to get that burp
$1.50
extra loud.
From Beaver Bother. What's the need for the PS5 Pro? It's a compulsive buy that doesn't benefit the business considering you have a PC now. If there was a need to play PS5 exclusives, you already got one. I didn't buy the PS5 Pro. I didn't buy it. I keep telling you this just because you're stupid and you believe, you know, morons. I didn't buy it. It's been donated to me. And by the way, so has Dragon Age Inquisition. Someone actually...
So you're telling me you're struggling to hit the goal. You need Iron Chef Sakai to show up at the very end and be like, all right, we need another $62. Here's a $62 tip from Iron Chef Sakai, guys. Amazing how we hit the tips goal again. Yay! Or whatever, King's Tax goal. So you're telling me you're struggling to hit that goal every stream, waiting for Iron Chef Sakai to show up at the very end and save it for you. Then someone's going to donate a multiple $100 console to you. Bullshit. And he means Dragon Age Veilguard, not Inquisitor. Or Inquisition, whatever it's called.
He sent me credits to buy it on there. So I have to actually input that code. I totally forgot to do it. So I got to do that when we hook it up. I got to input the code. But I didn't buy it. I wouldn't have. I outright told you I wasn't going to. Remember? When this was first announced earlier in the year, I hit my mic by accident. There we go. When this was first announced earlier in the year, and people said, Phil, you're going to get a PS5 Pro, I outright answered you, no. I have a gaming PC now. There's absolutely no reason for me to get it. You know, previously, if I didn't have the gaming PC, it would have been like a maybe. But the answer would have been, you know, what do I benefit from it? Correct? Like, am I going to get better performance out of certain games? To be honest, right now, if you own a baseline PS5, you probably don't need a PS5 Pro. We're going to, firsthand today, spend the entire day testing this thing. What if we play PS5 games that I previously played on the base PS5, now on the Pro? Do they significantly increase resolution, effects, and frame rate? We're going to check this out. I'm going to test the games at 1080p 100 hertz, and we're going to test them at like 4K and see what frame rate they play at. And we're going to go from there. And that's how I'm going to do it. And then also, here's another big factor. What about the PlayStation 4 games? Where they basically are supposed to be upscale. Like they have a special mode on PS5 Pro. Like it's like PS4 boost mode. So a game like Bloodborne that's still frame locked at 30 frames should have a better resolution and it should look a little bit crisper and better. Right? That's what I want to explore with the PS5 Pro. So yeah, I don't have this. I didn't buy this. I mean, I have it obviously. I didn't buy this. I had no intention of buying it. It was donated, and that's why we're covering it today.
Still bullshit.
Okay, so
guys, I'm struggling to hit my tit skull. Wow, brand new car just got arrived from a donation of a fan, guys. No, I didn't buy a brand new BMW. It was donated. By the way, guys, I got a brand new bill coming up. It's $773. No, it's not a BMW car payment.
Let's get started, folks. Now we're brushing off the dust on this one. I haven't done a Phil's Day Off segment in a very long time. But to be quite frank with you, the reason is I haven't really done anything too interesting in a long time. Right?
Not anything you could talk about.
Not much to talk about. So yesterday was an actual day off, meaning my wife and I got to spend the day together where I didn't have to go grocery shopping. I didn't have to run a bunch of errands. Instead, we got to spend a lot of time together. Obviously, you could tell one of the things I did is I got a haircut, which I desperately needed. We hadn't had one in several months, and my hair was bothering
It's lopsided. If you look closely enough, it's lopsided.
me. Okay? But I went out and I did quite a few things.
Yeah. IRS agent meeting. Medical. Marriage counseling. I wonder.
We went to Costco and we completely stocked up on like everything. We were out of like.
Oh, you didn't have to buy groceries.
So we ended up. I didn't even know this. You can buy like a giant pack of stamps at Costco. So I needed stamps. Okay, I had like one stamp, and I'm like, okay, I need some stamps. Just not that I mail stuff all the time, but there's a few things that I still have to mail. I hate to say it, when you become an adult, you'll realize this. A lot of places have modernized, and if you haven't, and if you actually still require you to mail shit, it's really stupid, but it's life, So I still need stamps. So I'm at Costco, right? And they have.
Whom's the fuck are you mailing shit to? Everything's online, dude. I'm trying to think of the last time I had to send a letter. Yeah, never. Shut the fuck up, DSP.
A little cardboard thing that says stamps. I was like, oh, we're here. I might as well just buy them, right?
No. The IRS. That's right. When I was going through that tax stuff, when the IRS thought I owed them $14,000, they ended up owing me $300,000. But they thought I owed them $14,000. Had to go to H&R Block, had them do all the paperwork. Then I had to go to the post office and send the stuff to the IRS. Gee, DSP, did you just confirm that all of this bullshit, these extra days off that you need, is IRS related? I wonder if he just may have confirmed all this bullshit he's doing on his days off is IRS related. Because, yeah, you can't send an email. They don't do shit by email. They do shit by postal. You can call them, but they can't really do much over the phone. You have to send shit over the mail. Huh. I wonder.
And I got a bunch of stuff. I got batteries, commodities for the house. We got a few frozen snacks and things like that. I'm trying to think if we got anything crazy. I don't think we necessarily got anything too crazy. There's just a lot of stocking up. And a few snacks and things. Like we get this frozen ramen that you add water to, you put it in the microwave. It's like super good, like really well seasoned chicken and stuff. It's not salty like instant ramen. It's actually like a pretty authentic ramen flavor, right? No, I didn't get the double chunk cookie. I don't even know what you're talking about. I know people have been mentioning this. I don't know where you get a double chunk cookie at Costco. I didn't see anything like that. We were in the baking department, and they had things like, we got a big pumpkin pie. My wife loves pumpkin pie. We haven't found any good ones locally. We got the big ass pumpkin pie for $6. A giant pumpkin pie. It's huge, like this fucking big. So
and she ate it all by herself, I'm sure.
Really awesome there. But so I grabbed this thing of stamps. Like, okay, I'll just get stamps, right? So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's like a pack of stamps or whatever. So they check out, and the total seems pretty high, right? And I'm wondering, why is the total pretty high? And I go look. It was a 5-pack of stamps. I paid $72 for stamps. I got like insane amount. I won't need stamps for like 8 years. I was like, holy shit. I didn't mean to buy that many stamps. I mean, I knew I was at Costco and everything's in bulk, but I wasn't expecting that it was going to be $72 worth of stamps.
So, Mr. I keep track of everything, guys. I make sure I keep track of everything. But he didn't keep track of that, huh? He never kept track of that. What other bullshit are you buying randomly, not realizing, I didn't realize it was $82 for those steaks, guys. Oh, well, my bad. Was it really a $6 pumpkin pie? Are you sure it wasn't a $60 pumpkin pie, dumbass?
So I got fooled. I was like, well, I'm stupid. But I did a few, we did a few things. We were out and about. Yeah, of course I got the forever stamps. That's all they sell now. Got the forever stamps, so they never expire and they never run out of value. Like, you can use them forever. So, yeah, I won't need, I have a giant stack of them. I won't need them for 100 years. But, did a few things. Got some sunglasses. Nice ones. Nice aviators for the upcoming flight sim stuff. And, of course, just to wear. I think they look amazing, don't they? I love them. I've always wanted a good pair of real aviators ever since I started wearing the costume ones.
$180.
Like years ago. Iron Chef, the guy says, you didn't put them back. No, we checked out. We were checking out. And then they gave me the total. I was like, ooh, that total sounds really high. I wonder what happened. And I paid it. And then I looked at the receipt and it said $72 for stamps. I was like, oh, that's what I did. I screwed up. It was also because I had to renew my membership. My Costco membership, it's like, I think it's like $60 a year or something like that. So I had to renew that. So that's why it was like way high.
So again, you have no idea what you're buying. You have no idea what you're spending. DSP. This is why you're so fucking bad with money. Guys, my Costco trip was $20,000. I don't know how it happened. Anyways, there's 3 lifetime supplies of toilet paper. I wonder how that happened. Gee, DSP, I wonder how that happened.
Anyway, I don't know how much the forever stamps even cost. Yeah, I don't know, but I got it was 5 books for $72. So if I got a good deal, I guess I got a good deal. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so we did all that kind of stuff and stocked up on quite a lot of different stuff. Got a oh, they had a really good blanket. Like we wanted a blanket for the living room. And like when we're sitting on the sofa, snuggle into a nice blanket. They had a ginormous faux fur blanket, not real fur, but a faux fur blanket for $25. And we're like, what? It's giant. It's like the size of a bed. We bought that. Costco is crazy. I definitely 100% recommend if you're looking for good value stuff, especially this time of year. Costco has crazy deals on stuff, but the catch is you got to be a Costco member. So you got to spend the $60 a year to get in and get those prices, but it's worth it. Like us, we buy all of our commodities and everything at Costco. We save a ton of money. Seriously. So good stuff. Anyway, and we what do we have for dinner? We went to, that's right, we went to this pub brewery place and we got a pan pizza. Super good pizza. It's like the old school pizza. They used to make it like Pizza Hut until Pizza Hut decided to change their formula and try to compete with Domino's. It's this thick ass pan pizza. So we got that with, it was tomatoes, basil, sausage, and pepperoni. And some drinks and stuff. Oh, it was a good dinner. Had a great dinner together. So it was basically it was a great day. Like we were out, we did a ton of stuff while we were out. The only bummer is we're not used to being out all day.
It was a great day because he spent so much fucking money. Good to know.
Like that, and we were tired. We got home, we were like beat. Like, oh, freaking exhausted. And then we had to unpack. We had all the shit in the car from Costco and everything. We had to unpack everything, so it was kind of, a little annoying to have to do all that. But it was a good day, and that basically was really good. Like that's what we needed, and we need to do that. We can't do that all the time, but we need that. We need that time to spend together.
You need that time to spend thousands of dollars on your day off, huh? Good to know.
Stupid errands. A day when we could just have nice husband and wife time together to do stuff that we like. And we're starting to talk about what kind of stuff do we want to do, if I'm going to be taking a couple extra days off a month like that. All right. And again, I want to say thank you to you, the viewer and supporter. It's you guys continuing this streak, supporting me and my content are the reason why I can do this. Make no bones about it. It's your ongoing support that is making my life better. So thank you for that. Okay. Cool. I got another shout out here. I received a $10.80 tip from Ponage 101. Thank you, Ponage.
More money, guys, so I can spend on my day off.
Good to have you here today, and thank you for the support. Let's get a nice animation for you, Ponage. Excellent. We are only $55 away. $55 from hitting the goal, locking in, ordering some amazing Japanese food, and my reveal of next week's goal, which I think you guys are really going to like because it looks like a really good one. Someone came up with this one actually on a stream the other day, and I was like, oh, that sounds good, right? Awesome. Now, like I said, we got to get some contributions on the kick side of stuff. What's going on? We got all these tips coming in today. We got some super chats. Where's the kick? Right? Where's the kick support? I mean, listen, if you guys are saving up for the political show, for DS Politics, that's okay. But let's get some support over there, man. All right. Okay.
And 10 guys, he needs that support. He really does.
Okay, I'm trying to think what I want to do. So here's what we're going to do. Briefly, I want to talk about the schedule. Because here's the thing. The schedule is really up in the air right now, depending on how today goes and the weekend. So let's talk about that. So today is PS5 Pro day. My whole day is about the PS5 Pro. When we finish this podcast, the first thing we're going to do is a live unboxing.
I mean, he's
of the new
about an
console.
hour into
And
his
then I'm gonna do a head-to-head
podcast,
comparison
and he
of
still
the
hasn't
original
opened up
model
the damn
PS5
box.
to the PS5 Pro. We're going to compare form factor. We're going to compare all kinds
I
of
know this is an extra long video. I'm pretty much covering his entire fucking pre-show because he goes over so much. Like, do we really want to do like 8 separate videos to go over all 8 things? Nah, I'll just do one long video. Sorry, guys. But hey, it's Saturday.
Wait, like the PS5 base level is heavy as hell. I wonder how heavy the Pro is. It feels lighter to me. Like in the box, it actually feels lighter than the standard. So I wonder if they condensed the hardware or used different hardware or something. I don't know. So then we're going to hook it up. We're going to get it working. Of course, I got to get my PlayStation account on there. All right. And someone, like I said, someone donated a bunch of credit so I can get Dragon Age Veilguard on there. So of all the stuff that we're going to be doing, 100%, I'm going to be checking out Dragon Age Veilguard on the PS5 Pro. We're going to try it out today, later. That'll be on the late stream, where we'll actually start it up. We'll do maybe an hour, the intro to the game, and see how it runs on there and all of that, right? There you go, right? Sound good? Good stuff. So, very good. Yeah, try not to drop it this time. I know my PS5, I dropped it, still has the ding. Did you see it? The ding is still on the PS5 right there.
Dumbass.
Oh, the camera doesn't, oh, there it is, see? The camera barely picks it up, but there it is right in the center. When I got my PS5, I basically undid everything here, and then boom, I screwed up. I dropped it, and I dropped something on it, didn't I? I dropped like the controller on top of it, and it made this ding right on it on the day when I unboxed it. But luckily, it didn't affect it. It works. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Troublesome has gifted 20 memberships on YouTube. 20 freaking memberships. That is roughly the equivalent of $60. So thank you so much to Troublesome for that. That is amazing. Thank you for that support. I certainly was not expecting that. And that is actually, wow, that does it. Yeah, that means that we are at 155.
Congratulations. DSP, you know, with all those stamps, you know what we could do? Mail out all those spoons you're telling detractors you're going to send out so they eat your ass. Just saying.
Yeah, I did it. So there you go. Ladies and gents, we are at 56. The goal has been hit. The reward is set. Let's make it rain here on DSP Gaming for the 56th time in a row. Oh no, the detractors are crying again. Do you hear?
No, they're not. Shut the fuck up.
Let's talk about...
Let's skip ahead of that. That's annoying.
What the hell is this? Here it is. Okay, let me show you where we're ordering from today. We're not going to order live because my wife has to come home and tell me what she wants. But we're going to be ordering from Darkside Phil's M. Bison Palace of Delicious Foods. No, that's not what we're doing. We're ordering from this place.
Alcoholic beverages, 50% off.
We're ordering from this Japanese restaurant. And they do all kinds of authentic stuff. Rice and noodle dishes with high-end beef, Wagyu beef. Side dishes, premium skewers, yakitori skewers, kushiyaki skewers, desserts. So what I'm going to do, when my wife gets home later, which will be probably around like, 3:30ish this afternoon, I am going to order from this restaurant for you guys. And we're going to have a live DSP tries it. Okay? I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be something completely interesting and authentic and different than the kind of stuff that I've been having recently, right? So that'll be sweet. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a few because I did look at how
you just had
order.
Asian food last week, jackass.
It's like high-end meat with rice and noodles, but the yakitori is cheap. It's like $3-4 a skewer, so I could buy like a bunch. I could buy like 3-4 different kinds of skewers of different meats and stuff and try them. That's probably what I'll do. Probably get a whole bunch of different stuff, and I'll see if we can get a dessert intact. I don't know because like that looks frozen to me. There's no way that's arriving intact. That's gonna be melted. But I want to take a look at what they have and get a good variety of stuff. I feel like that would make sense to get a good variety of stuff off their menu. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. Thanks to you and your support. But listen to this. Next week's goal, so it'll be Friday of next week, which would be what? The 15th of November. So that would be a good amount of streams. In fact, let me think in my head. So I'm not here tomorrow. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm here 5 straight days. But then I'm having one day next week I can only stream once. I'm not exactly sure which day yet. So basically it would be like 10 straight streams. Yeah, it would be 10.
So, again, another meeting, huh? You gotta take the day stream off for a meeting that is so important, you gotta skip streaming. Skip streaming. This guy's like, yeah, it's my wife and I's anniversary, but it's not my day off, so I can't take it off. He won't even take a day stream off for his wedding anniversary or his wife's birthday. But suddenly, he can take multiple days off a week because he has to go to this meeting on Thursday or that meeting on Wednesday. Huh. And he had to buy all these stamps for all the stuff that he's mailing, which again, last time I ever had to mail anything was when dealing with the IRS when they thought I owed them 14 grand and they ended up owing me 300. Huh. That's amazing what happens when you put the numbers on line 8, but they're supposed to go on line 5, which is why you need a tax professional to do your shit for you, because if you don't get a tax professional to do it for you, the IRS thinks you owe them 14 grand.
10 more. So when we hit, let me see. When we hit 66, which would be the first stream on Friday. So
it took him that long
66.
to add 56 plus 10.
I'm going to be ordering the entire Decades menu from Taco Bell. This just launched. They just got it. You might say, well, what is the Decades menu? So what they've done at Taco Bell,
Review Bro already did this.
Items that they used to actually have. See? They used to have these, and then they got rid of them. So now they've brought them back. And I'm going to try the entirety of the menu. So we've got a 60s tostada, a tostada shell top with beans, red sauce, lettuce, and cheese. Okay? The 1970s green sauce burrito, wrapped with beans, onions, cheese, and a special green sauce. 80s, the 80s Mexi Melt, tortilla filled with melty cheese, pico de gallo, and seasoned
God, those
beef.
are so fucking good.
The 90s, the
Those are
Gordita
Gordita
Supreme.
Supreme.
What's
God,
funny to me
that's
about
all
this
good.
is, don't they have the Gordita Supreme? Do they not? I thought they did, right? I used to get Gorditas all the time. So you tell me they don't have Gorditas? Then how do they make the cheesy Gordita Crunch? I don't understand. I'm confused. I thought they had Gorditas all along. I used to get Gorditas. So, anyway, so the Gordita Supreme, the only bummer is that for some odd reason, this one, the caramel apple empanada, which I definitely would like to try, isn't coming until the 21st.
I'm good on that.
And a week from today would be the 15th. And since this is timely now, I want to do it now. So I guess we'll be ordering 4 different items. We'll be ordering all 4. The tostada, the green sauce burrito, the Mexa Melt, and the Gordita Supreme. And I'll be reviewing them live in a special edition of DSP Tries It next week. Okay? So let's keep the support coming. Let's keep the momentum going. Let's crush the goals, felt the trolls. I almost stumbled over my own words. And let's get the Decades menu next week. Sounds good? I hope so. I'm excited for it. I think that's going to be pretty good. Pretty good special event as a celebration. And, you know, I know this sounds stupid because some people criticize and they're like, I don't get it, Phil. Why do you think that this is a celebration? Well, let's see. I did DSP Tries It as an ongoing show for over a decade. And then I canceled it. And people were very upset that I did. They said, why did you phase out and cancel DSP Tries It? We liked the show where you did, testing of food. And I said, well, there's 2 reasons. Number one, because I didn't want to be eating awful fast food every week. I was getting tired of doing it. Okay? Now, as you can see with the DSP...
But mind you, he DoorDashes awful fast food multiple times a week now.
Tries It. We're not doing that anymore. We're alternating. Like 1 week, yeah, I had Burger King, then McDonald's, but then when we do Firehouse subs, that's not bad fast food, right? Now we're doing an awesome Japanese restaurant, which is going to be really cool to do that. That's not bad food. But then, then we'll do Taco Bell, and then maybe we'll alternate. We'll do something else the week after, you see? So we're doing it different, right? We're alternating on purpose. So that's number one. Number two, DSP Tries It used to be a very profitable thing for me. No exaggeration, when I did an episode of DSP Tries It, all right, I used to be able to get crap. I mean, at a minimum, it would be like 10,000 views. But I think I used to actually bring upwards of 30 to 50,000 views a video. If you do the math on how YouTube ad revenue used to do, right, that's like $100 or more a video, okay? So I would go and get the food. That would cost me like maybe 15, 20 bucks. It depended on what I got, right? If I just got a regular meal, it's like 10, 15 bucks. But if you get extra items for the DSP Tries It, then it's like 20 bucks, right? But I'd be making 5 times the money. So the show made sense. I'm taking time out of my schedule to drive to the place, get the fast food, right? Bring it back.
Time out of your schedule to drive there to get the food. But now you don't drive. You DoorDash everything. But here's the thing. Driving was cheaper. Also, you need to eat food no matter what. There's times when I gotta work, whether I got stuck doing overtime or I just don't feel like cooking when I get home. You know what I'll do? I'll stop on my way home and get food. You know why? Because I need to fucking eat. This guy's acting like, guys, between my breakfast, lunch, dinner, then I had to go and get another meal so I could do it for DSP Try. Oh, wait, he probably does do that. Would not surprise me this fucker would eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then go out and get DSP Tries of food and eat it then. So I guess it would be an extra trip for him.
And do this DSP Tries, and it's profitable for me. What ended up happening was the views fell off. Just being honest with you. I started getting maybe 3,000 to 5,000 views on a DSP Tries it. So how much money would that make me? Like less than $10. So because of that, how can I go spend 15, 20 bucks and then make 10? I'm losing money. So I phased it out. Just matter of factly, that's what happened. Now, how does DSP Tries it work now? Is it making me money? No. Take a look at the views. It gets 1,000 views, right? But it's a reward. You guys are supporting me so much during the week. I don't care. I'll do it. I'll spend the money, make the video. Why wouldn't I? I'm having a great time all week long. I'm doing well for myself right now because of all of you and your support. So now I have flexibility to do awesome things, right?
If you give him $1,500, he has the flexibility to eat a Wendy's burger. Oh wait, he didn't do that. He didn't eat the fucking Krabby Patty. They gave him however much money that week to eat the fucking Krabby Patty. He didn't fucking eat it.
Why is it that now I can just buy any game I want, regardless of the fact that if we can continue it or not? Because I'm not.
I thought you said a fan donated Veilguard or the money to buy it.
Strapped for cash. So because I'm not strapped for cash, we could do more. Get it? But this is what I've been saying over the years. All we needed to do is get to this point, get a little bit of flexibility, and now I have it. And now look how different things are, right? We went from me saying, I don't even know if I can afford the new games this week.
Guys, I just needed you, yes you, to give me so much fucking money that I could do whatever I want. Gee, DSP, if everyone who's watching me just gave me $1,000 a piece, I'd never have to work again. And I could totally focus on, what I'm already doing after work. Like this video.
And having to hear the doom and gloom bullshit from me every week to, holy crap, Phil can just get what he needs. He can get stuff he can get sunglasses for the flight sim streams. He can sit here and play any game he wants. He can order food.
You could have gone to Walmart and gotten a $20 pair of sunglasses. You bought a $180 pair of sunglasses. You fucking moron. The most expensive pair of sunglasses I ever got, I didn't even pay for. You know why? Because it's a subscription and it's paid for with my freaking medical insurance and all that I get from work. The ones that I've actually paid for, yeah, guess what? I go to Walmart or wherever and get them for $20. God, I miss those sunglasses, but they were 8 years ago. So, obviously the prescription is way wrong on those.
To do a special event, he could do all this. Yes, because of you. Why? Because people cut the bullshit. People cut the bullshit and say, wait a minute, Phil's actually kind of fun to hang out with. We like him doing all this different stuff. If we had been supporting him all these years instead of making fun of him, we would have been there years ago. Yeah, true. Absolutely. But now we're back. And now the future is so bright.
You gotta wear a $180 pair of sunglasses. Congratulations.
So that's why DSP Tries it's a reward. Because you guys have wanted it for ages to come back, and now it's coming back because I don't have to worry about those videos making me any money. They don't, and I don't care. Because I make enough that I don't give a shit. We do whatever we want. We have fun now with no limitations, right? Within reason, of course. All right. Good shit, right? All right, good stuff. So, later today when my wife gets home, I'm going to take a...
Now, mind you, when he does 6 days, 2 streams a day, that is $1,800. $1,800 in a week to eat a McDonald's burger or a Taco Bell meal. When he's only doing 5 days, that's 10 streams, which again, $1,500. Fuck. I'd be eating steak at the best steak restaurant in the city every night for dinner if you guys would give me $1,500 a week in tips. Don't actually do that. Holy shit, that'd be way too much.
a break from the stream to go order the Japanese food with her, and then that'll be arriving around probably between 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, and we'll have a live DSP Tries from that Japanese restaurant. And then next week's goal is the entire Decades menu from Taco Bell, which I think would be awesome, right? Good stuff. All right, so let's talk, shall we, about the schedule for the week, because I was getting to that and then I got distracted. Thank you so much. Oh, by the way, wait a minute. Are you kidding? I missed it. Shout out to Dick Jones. Dick Jones just gifted 4 memberships over on Kick. Thank you, Dick. I missed it. I totally didn't even see it. So with those 4 memberships, holy crap.
That's $14.
Well, first of all, I should get him on the leaderboard for that. Right, here we go. Let's get a nice animation, because I do have an animation
Can you do the math? 350 times 4.
Now. There we go. And then let's get Dick Jones on the leaderboard. And then let's add that to our running total. It's about 20 bucks of support. Thank you so much for the gifted subs and the support, Dick. All right. Okay. Let's get back to the subject at hand, shall we? Let's talk about the schedule for the week. So here's what's going down this week. Okay, today, it's all about the PS5 Pro. After this podcast ends, first things first, we're going to unbox and compare the form factor and weight and design of the baseline PS5 with the PS5 Pro. Then we're going to hook it up. We're going to get my PSN on there. We're going to get some credits because a fan has given me a code for some credits, and we're going to get Dragon Age Veilguard. But we're also going to pick the games we want to test. It's just off the top of my head. Definitely Horizon Forbidden West. Definitely God of War Ragnarok. I had a list. Maybe Street Fighter 6 get on there. You know, let's get a few games on there to test out and see how they perform on the console.
Street Fighter 6, but you play it on PC now, jackass.
And what we're going to do is test the different modes, because a lot of these games now have different performance modes that have been set up specifically for the Pro. So we're testing them at like 1080p, 120 hertz, and then we'll test them at like 4K, 60 hertz, and see how they look and run and perform. Will they all stand up? Will there be a few games that kind of crap out, right? And do they distinctly look better than they did on the original PS5 or not? We can make that determination, right? Now, in addition to that, oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 for sure. I want to get through like all the bells and whistles in Spider-Man 2 and like swing through the city. I think that would be perfect. Now, the other big thing to test is PS4 boost mode. Like, I definitely want to try Bloodborne and any other games you guys can think of that I own digitally. Because we'll go into my digital library. You could take a look, and we'll grab
all your
a few
games are digital. You don't think you have anything physical anymore.
Off of the menu there, and we'll download some of them. And we'll say, hey, with this performance boost mode that they claim that they have on PS5 Pro, do these games look better, right? This is the equivalent of what they've been doing on Xbox for ages. They had performance boost for like Xbox One, Xbox 360 games. So now let's see how it works on PS5 Pro, okay? Sure, Last of Us, yeah, Last of Us 2 has the mode. A few of the different games have it. Now, keep in mind, with The Last of Us, I only own the PS4 versions. I never rebought these games on PS5. I thought that would be asinine and stupid, and I was right, because they're the same exact game. But we can maybe see if the PS4, boosts them. We'll have to see. So hold on. KMF, 9 months as a member, says, I didn't know I subbed to Top Gun Maverick. Hell yeah. Thank you, KMF. And Nathan Smith here, 38 months as a member. I got a gaming laptop and 3 months of Game Pass. Cool. You'll enjoy that. Game Pass has a zillion games on it. So you should have a good time. I hope that your gaming laptop lives up to your expectations.
That DSP ignores because they're not new.
Says, the side fade looks good on you. Well, thank you. To be quite frank, I just like how nice it feels to not have hair all over here. Like, when I have hair growing big over my ears or down the back of my neck, it bothers me a lot. So having it this close is really nice. It's just very refreshing. I love it. And let's be honest, my hair was really growing way out too far. It was puffy and it was like shaped weird. So I'm glad I finally got the trim. Okay. Let's see here. I received a $1.55 tip from Mr. Puffy Nipples. Do you ever speak to your old fans like P-Dog or Chewbacca? No. Why would I just think about this? First of all, I never had a private line of contact or anything with those people. And they all went nuts and acted like assholes. Why would I talk to them? They're nuts. I don't talk to crazy people. I talk to people who are positive and fun and want to live in
talk to
live
Kino
in,
Casino.
Weird, bizarro, alternate reality world, and weird shit. Just insane. Anyway, cool. All right, so today's all about PS5 Pro. Both streams. The first stream primarily the unboxing, the checking physically what it looks like, hooking it up, getting it working, getting some games downloaded, and testing a few. Okay, that's stream 1. Stream 2 later tonight is probably when we'll actually install Dragon Age Veilguard, and maybe I'll do like an hour of Veilguard on the late stream to actually see how it runs on the Pro, and then maybe some more testing of other games. So it's going to be a big variety of stuff on both streams. First stream is obviously now, and the later stream is around 7 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, cool. Now I'm off tomorrow from streaming. And you might say, well, wait, what? You just came back. Well, yesterday was my day off to have fun with my wife. Tomorrow is my day to do errands and shit. Like, no exaggeration. Tomorrow, I got to go to the grocery store. I got to go to the dump. I got to do, like, 4 other stupid, boring things. So
why do you have to go to the dump? You have trash pickup where you live. Why are you always having to go to the dump every single... Oh, because of DoorDash. Which makes you wonder, why do you have so much groceries then? Why do you got to buy so many groceries if you order so much DoorDash? If you're ordering so much DoorDash, why do you need groceries? And you're at Costco, we can buy shit in bulk, like food in bulk. They have great lasagna. A friend of mine has Costco membership, and I've gone with them a few times. The deals are really worth it. I will say the deals are pretty fucking worth it. But for me, I don't feel like driving that far. He lives closer to them. So for them, it's not that big a deal. For me, holy shit, it's like an extra... For me to go there, I had to drive past Walmart, Aldi's, Kroger, Meijer, probably a dozen Dollar Generals. Like, yeah, it's not worth driving past all those just to get to Costco and buy 3 years worth of toilet paper in one go.
So, I just need the time to do it. It is what it is. But when I return on Sunday, we're back full-fledged into gaming. And here's what I would like to do on Sunday. My first stream, I would like to try to finish Life is Strange Double Exposure. I've been playing it now for about a week. I actually really like the plot of the game. I'm enjoying it. And we're in this middle of this big multifaceted mystery going on about a murder, about alternate reality, multiverse versions of people in different timelines, and all kinds of crazy stuff happening. And I can't wait to see how it ends. So Sunday's day stream will be that. And then Sunday night's late stream, we'll jump into more multiplayer of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. All right? Monday is my final ever episode of DSP versus the Internet. So I hope you'll join me for that on the DSP Reacts channel or on my Kick channel as we broadcast the final clip show. And then we start talking about the future. We'll actually start talking about the long-form React show and how we're going to make that happen. Probably it'll start in December. And keep in mind that I'm going to take clips from my political show. And I'm going to put those on the DSP Reacts as an archive so there's still content on that channel. Okay? We talked about this the other day, if you missed it. So then Monday night we'll do gameplay. And the question is, what do we do? Because here's the thing. I've got a lot of days this week. I'll have Monday night, all of Tuesday. Probably the day stream on Wednesday is the stream I'm going to skip. So let's just say that now. Let's say the daytime stream on Wednesday, I won't be here. But I'll be here Wednesday night, and I'm still here Thursday and Friday. So basically I have, Monday night, all of Tuesday, the night stream on Wednesday, all of Thursday, all of Friday, to kind of do whatever I want. Now, I know that Flight Sim's coming out, but it's not this week, I believe. I think it's next week, like the 19th or something like that. So we could play more Veilguard. We could continue with different, versions of different parts of Call of Duty. We could start Slitterhead, which came out today, but me getting the PS5 Pro is trumping Slitterhead. Like, this is more important, I feel, and more interesting to a bigger audience to test the PS5 Pro.
They want to play Slitterhead. Like, we all know that.
Just trying Slitterhead, especially because Slitterhead, let's be honest, it didn't get stellar reviews or attention. So it's kind of like, it's interesting, but we don't have to rush to play it. Like, I can play it later in the week if I want to do that, right? So let's see how it goes, right, this week. And we'll play it by ear, but there's going to be a lot of fun new content here on the streams. And now, the other thing, one night this week, I want to do DS Politics on Kick. I want to give it a shot. I want to do this one-off special pilot stream. And the topic at hand will be very simple. How did the Democrats lose the 2024 presidential election? I want to analyze this topic. I'm going to bring in some clips.
Oh, that is going to be glorious. I can't wait to see how he fucks that up.
I'm going to bring in some information. I'm going to talk about it. We're going to have an open discussion on that stream about it. Because to be quite frank, I'm baffled that they botched this so bad. But, they had everything going for them. But it's just sad and pathetic how they behave and what they went with. So we're going to talk all about this. It's going to be an interesting show. My first ever politics show. The thing is, I can't tell you right now when it's going to be. Because as I've explained, I don't want to basically stab the guys from Kino Casino in the back, to be honest, all right? Like, right now, when I stream on my late streams, it's gameplay. So it's like, okay, you want drama content and Kino Casino is streaming? Go check them out. You want gameplay? Come check out Phil. But they talk about politics a lot. And I feel like if I were to do my political show, especially my first one ever, when they're broadcasting, especially exclusively on Kick where they broadcast, I feel like that's kind of messed up because it's undoubtedly going to split the audience a bit. There's going to be interest in seeing me do my first show, and I know that there's crossover with their audience. And, what if some of the people who might have been watching them and supporting them choose to check me out instead? I don't want that to happen. I think that's messed up. That would be like kind of underhanded. These guys help me out a ton by giving me a chance to get public exposure, to hang out, to talk about various topics. They've had me in their content a bunch. They did me a huge favor by doing the co-op react to the Review Tech documentary, right? So I'm not going to stab these guys in the back and be a dick about it, all right? So I need to know
Snort.
when they are streaming so that I can do the show and not basically split the audience, right? So let's see what happens. And when they get back to me on their schedule for the week, I'm going to schedule in my political show, okay? And we'll go from there. I might not know for several days, and it might be a last-minute thing. Just know that one night this week, I'm doing a DS Politics show. I just don't know when. It may be the night before I find out. But I'll let you know as soon as I know, and we'll schedule it in. And then it'll be the very first ever episode of DS Politics.
Again, that is how you do govern. Love it. DSP, this is why you need to pay people for this kind of work. If you don't pay for it, you get what you pay for, and you paid nothing, so you get nothing.
I'm sorry, I can't not laugh. Okay, so that's coming up this week. That's the schedule. Now, before we get to other stuff, I have a couple news stories to cover today. All right? The first one's very pertinent, okay? This news story... Whoops, I'm using the wrong mouse here. The first news story I'm covering...
Now, mind you, he got the PS4 Pro or PS5 Pro. He was so excited about it. And yeah, he's going to be doing everything he can Cannot cover it. Let's continue a little bit.
Today. What time is it? Oh, it's just about
Holy shit, DSP, how fucking blind are you? Where are your glasses?
an hour in. Oh, this is perfect for me to do clips because I want to do these. Oh, Adam DBZ90s, man, just did a $5 Australian super chat. Can you do Demon's Souls remake on the PS5 Pro? And PS4 games, can you try Alien Isolation? I think, well, Demon's Souls is a definite yes. That I absolutely 100% have, and we can test it and see how well it runs. That's a good. Alien Isolation, I think I own it digitally. I think I do. And if I do, then it's a yes. I just have to be sure that I own it digitally. I have a giant library of digital games on PlayStation, so likely it's on there. That's a good suggestion. That's why I want to do this with a live audience. It'd be awesome to get all of your suggestions, like what games we should be testing and stuff. Cool. Thank you for that. Good to see you here, Adam. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so our first news story of the day is kind of an interesting one. The COO and CFO of Sony is talking about games and game performance. Now, we know what's been going on with Sony recently. They've had a series of flops and missteps, and so it's very interesting to get this guy's perspective on it. So, shall we?
DSP goes, they're wrong. I know better. These guys don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, I've already seen this clip. It's fucking annoying. Then there's the next news clip.
Right? Okay. We got another story. Let's see. I'm trying to see what the time is. 1:10? I think so. Okay. So, folks.
120? It's 120? What the fuck? It's not 120.
We have a second news story to cover today. This one's a doozy. So you may have heard of a little game called Pal World.
Sony is suing them for patent infringement, but the base patent from 2021 is so generic, it would cover, it's like, oh, the mounts. Because you can mount on Pal World, you can mount the pals and ride around. But their patent is so generic. World of Warcraft has mounts. They wouldn't be able to use mounts in World of Warcraft anymore if this went through. Which is why they had the more focused patents that came out in 2024. But those came out after Pal World. It's absolutely ridiculous. But because Japan is Japan, Nintendo will probably get away with it. So yeah, I don't care about your thoughts on this, DSP. No one fucking cares.
Limits. Okay, guys, I have to blow my nose. I've had to for like 10 minutes. Give me a second. Ugh.
So you can't go off camera or mute the camera or whatever to blow your nose, but right now you can. Every now and then you lean into the microphone and snort directly into it, but now suddenly you can just get up and walk off and blow your nose? How come you can't blow your nose other times?
Oh, no.
Also, I really, really hope Power World wins, Nintendo loses, because then maybe Nintendo will be forced to come out with a good Pokemon game. DSP, it doesn't take 2 minutes to blow your nose. What the fuck are you doing?
So cute. You're so cute. Jasper Keaty. Can come up here? Come on up. Here he is.
The only man in the world where it takes 2 minutes to blow your
Jasper
nose.
Keaty has joined me. He was over here. I was blowing my nose. And he was over here on the ground. On the floor. And he gets up. He walks up to me. And he looks up. I said, Jasper. He goes, meow. Oh, he's so cute. He wanted to come up here and I guess some attention for the end of the show. So we're in the end of the show, guys. We have a few extra minutes before we jump into my PlayStation 5 Pro coverage for the day. What's on your mind? Does anyone have any topics or anything they'd like to cover? You want to tag me in the chat? Let me know, what's going on and what you'd like to discuss today. If you have any hot topics or interesting things to discuss, I'm all ears, because then we're going to jump into the PS5 Pro. Good audience today. We got a lot of viewers on stream. I'm happy for that you guys are interested in PS5 Pro. Thank you for being here. Excuse me. By the way, if you're on YouTube, please give the stream a like today. Get this stream some nice engagement. Get some
Guys, I need that engagement. I really do.
Nice. Okay. So, Ryu in Suiko says, doesn't matter if it's competition. If Nintendo legally owns aspects of design and doesn't prosecute people stealing them, they risk losing the copyrights. It's not about Pal World. Yeah, but they filed the patents after the fact. Pal World already existed, already was a profitable game, and then Nintendo filed the patents, and now they're trying to sue them for patent infringement when the patents didn't exist when they made the game. You get what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. It's not like they said, oh,
What DSP again is missing is that they had it in 2021, but those patents were so generic, like World of Warcraft might lose mounts if this went through. That's why they had to get more specific. But when they got more specific, it was after Palworld came out, and they pretty much just went, anything Palworld does, it's ours. Fuck them. Get to the goddamn PS5.
The stuff that I skip, arguably, is there's a reason for it. Test. Because sadly, Bloodborne, they still have not ported to modern consoles, nor have they done any kind of a remastered edition, even though so many people want it. It's sad that they just refuse. They won't listen to the people.
It is pretty sad. I want Bloodborne remastered.
Are we going to upgrade our Thanksgiving meal this year? No, we're doing our usual. We have a roast, a turkey breast roast.
God damn, he's going on forever. 1 minute, guys. Let me try to find the PS5 stuff.
Getting through the game, but when I finally finished it and the plot was completed, I was like, wow, that actually was a great plot. So I felt like the PS5 Pro comes with 2 terabytes of storage. That's good. PS5 base is 1, right? Only 1. But then
that's why you get an expansion card for it immediately, which is what I did.
A lot of that's taken up by the OS, so it's less than 1. So that's good that this comes with 2 terabytes. Beam Gaming says, I'm disappointed with the PS5 Pro's design. Are you now? You mean the physical design? We're about to unbox it, and we're going to take a look at it. I haven't even looked at the thing yet. So I guess we'll see together what I think. I don't know. I have the base PS5 here. I unhooked it, and we're going to compare base PS5 to the PS5 Pro. Form factor, weight, all those things. So this will be interesting. The PS5 base is only 825 gigabytes, says Adam. Wow, that is pretty lame. Retro Danny says, your soundproofing is riveting to look at with your lights. I know. That's why I spent the money for it. Like, so someone donated a pack of the blue panels, right? And I put them up, and they looked good. But I saw how they were built, and I was like, you know, I bet the white panels are really going to catch that light and make my backdrop look amazing, especially when I have lights transitioning and things. So I went out of my way, and I spent top dollar, because these are the most expensive ones, the white ones. But, dude, they definitely worked out, right? Like, that looks amazing, that setup. It looks so good. It's such an awesome, eye-catching, interesting background. You're not bored, right? It's not a boring thing to look at. It's cool. Excellent. Oh, I know. White Mojo Wolf says, I've been watching Phil 3 years. It's amazing how much his setup has improved. Dude, just a year and a half ago, I was on a fuzzy-as-shit webcam where you couldn't see me. I was like blurry,
and you refused to upgrade it for years because you don't want to waste the money on it. I had
misconceptions of how I looked because the webcam was so, poorly defined. I had no backlighting, no ring lighting, nothing really. I mean, even my backgrounds were kind of crappy, right? So I got more serious. What it is when you get people who support you, no matter what, through thick and thin, and when you get people who, no matter what people are saying about you, appreciate you, right? You get through those tough times and things started to get a little better. I was like, oh, I can do a little improvement here. Then people started donating stuff, like a new webcam and stuff. Like, sure, I'll do it. I'll do what I can with the donated stuff. But then as soon as you notice the absolute moment that extra money started rolling in, I immediately put it into the setup. I've got the better...
You said a fan sent you the webcam. So now suddenly you paid for it, huh?
Lighting, the better soundproofing, a nice, I will always reinvest if I can do it. And that's the thing, like many years I couldn't because I was in a situation with the bankruptcy and everything, and things were going poorly, and the trolls kept trying to fuck with me.
But you were still spending money on WWE Champions. You already admitted that you were spending money on WWE Champions while going through the bankruptcy.
Every time I had an opportunity to get ahead, they would screw me, right? Oh, I'm finally starting to do good. Oh, get Phil kicked out of the Twitch partner program. Great, Oh, this thing's going good. Oh, fucked over that income for him. And it happened over and over. It was ridiculous. So finally, we got to a point now where enough people like me and are supporting me, and we're doing things differently now. I'm starting new initiatives, new shows, everything, right? And things are working out, and I'm very happy. Okay. I've never had foie gras. No, I have not. All right, let's end the show, guys. I know you guys want me to work on the PS5 Pro at this point. I mean, the show's going too long. Let's end the podcast. Thank you all. We got over 100 likes on the stream. Thank you for that.
This is the PS5 stream where it's a couple hours into it, and he still hasn't even opened it.
We got a great amount of viewership on YouTube. Thanks no matter where you are. I appreciate you. And I think let's end the show. So just a quick reminder, again, I'm not here tomorrow.
He's got 400 people watching.
All right. But I'll return on Sunday. On Sunday's podcast, we're going to talk all about how today went. Expect that there's probably going to be some highlights and things from today's content, perhaps. As I give my honest thoughts about everything. You might see some highlight clips here on the channel. So you got some stuff. Can't be here all day and you don't want to watch hours and hours of raw content. I'll try to make some nice highlight clips for all of you. and we'll go from there. And I can't wait. Wow, even later today, we're doing some fun Japanese food. This is going to be a great day. Thank you all for allowing me to do what I love for a living. Thank you for being here with me on PS5 Pro Day. Everyone, please have a good one. I'll see you Sunday. Be safe. Peace out.
Congratulations, DSP. You're over 2 hours into the stream, and you still haven't even opened the dang thing.
All right. Okay, folks. Well, guess what? It's time. This is not the screen I need. What am I doing? We need this. I got to go full screen. Because we're going to be doing unboxing and everything first. This is going to be fun. Get rid of this. Cool. All right. So, really quick, I'm going to use the restroom. So I will play you some
Are
funny
you
clips while I'm
fucking
over in the
kidding
bathroom.
me? This is the PS5 Pro unboxing stream and all that, and you haven't done it yet. And now, you're going on a break. Let's see how long we gotta go to get past this break. Nope, still not back. Still not back. Still not back. Holy shit, DSP, you gotta come back eventually, right?
The baseline PS5, so I should probably tweet out specifically, hey, we're doing it right now. Because some people maybe didn't care about the podcast. Maybe they want to come by now. So let me do that.
We're going on 3 hours.
And then we'll begin.
It's about to be 2 hours and 50 minutes and about 25 seconds. I think I've been playing at 1.25 speed and skipping ahead of stuff because he's annoying as hell.
are. And here we are here. Give a minute for people to join. Excuse me.
Wow, thank you for that, DSP.
Okay. Thank you all, for everyone here. Thanks for being a great audience so far today. Now we're getting into the meat of our content rather than me just kind of messing around with the podcast. Hope that you guys
Almost
are ready to
3
chill and have a good time.
hours.
I am.
We're getting to the meat of the podcast.
We got over 100 likes. Thank you so much. If you're on YouTube and you're enjoying yourself, please give the stream a like. The engagement is key. It helps me out a lot, okay? For those on Kick, I hope you're enjoying. Thanks for watching my content. And, you know, if guys, please support the stream today in some way. Everything is awesome. Seriously. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, and gifted memberships on the YouTube side. Subs and gifted subscriptions on the Kick side. Tips, everything.
Like I said, this is originally going to be, multiple videos, and it's like, you know what? Why? Even if I did 8 videos and split them, 2 a day, that'd take 4 days to get through them all. Or if I was condensed down to 6 videos, alright, fine, that's still 3 days. Just do one. It's going to be Saturday. People have the day off. I mean, I don't. I got to work 6 o'clock in the morning, but others have the day off. So what? Let's give them a long video.
It helps a lot. Appreciate all of your support. I really do. And that you get a live shout out and animation if you do contribute in some way. All right? All right, we're going to get started here, everybody. Jade, thank you. Jade says I look good with the new haircut. I appreciate that. Will there be Xbox Series X upgrades? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to do another Xbox console. This console gen. Would I replay Killzone if they remade them? If they remade them, I'm not going to play the original PS3 versions or whatever, but I would play the, you know, if
remake Resistance, damn it.
Consoles, perhaps. Okay, everyone ready? Here we go. All right, everyone, hello. Phil here. And today is PS5 Pro Day. My PS5 Pro has arrived, and it is time for me to start exploring. Now, to be fair, all right, I have my old baseline PS5 right here with me. I've unhooked it, and as you can see, this was the disk drive version of it, and I literally used it once ever. The disk drive, that is. The console I used quite a lot, but the disk drive, I only bought the disk drive version because I could not get the disk list. The disk list was, like, sold out everywhere, but I was able to get in on this, you know, at launch with the disk version. But here it is, in all of its glory, as you can see.
Because I have the disc, I can play Final 16, Original Life is Strange, The Last of Us Remastered, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Homefront, Final Fantasy X/10-2, Mass Effect Andromeda, Mortal Kombat X, the first Neo, The Order, wonder if the order would run better on there. Code Vein, Injustice 2, Batman Arkham Knight, Dead Island 1, An Agenda, Uncharted 4, Prey, Altair Sophie, The Alchemist of the Mysteries, whatever, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Zombies Chronicle Edition, Monster Hunter World, Horizon Zero Dawn, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, Diablo 3, Nier Automata. Like, all those games don't go to waste. All those games can be put in. And then, let's see, for PS5, I got, what I got? Oh, I also got Fallout 4 and World War Z on PS4. Then on PS5, I got the Star Wars, what is it? Jedi Survivor. Obviously, I got the college football in, and I got Doki Doki Literature Club Deluxe, whatever it's called around here somewhere. Like, I got all these disc games that I can still play. I don't need to rebuy them. Like, I already own them. I don't need to rebuy them.
Form factor wise, connections wise, we're gonna do a head-to-head comparison. All right. So now let's do it.
He's gonna be upset because it's got
Jasper's very
USB-C on the
interesting.
front and no
He's like, "What are you doing?" He's
USB-A.
rubbing his face all over my foot. Now, Jasper, how am I gonna unbox the place? I have hundreds of people watching me live, likely thousands of people watching me on demand. We have to unbox the PS5 Pro.
Thousands my ass.
But we can't delay any further. You understand? He doesn't understand. All right, let's get it. So here it is, right here. So here's what it looks like when it shows up, or when you buy it yourself. As you can see, very different. The original PS5 box was white, right? This one is all black now. And that is the new PS5 Pro look. Has these like racing stripes on it. I guess they think making the console aerodynamic makes games run better on it. Okay. Interestingly enough, on the top here, we got a couple logos. 4K 120. Are they insinuating that you're going to be able to play games at 4K resolution at 120 frames? Because they made this mistake on base PS5. Didn't it say 8K? And literally nothing ever ran at 8K resolution on it. So it was false advertising. Then they removed it from the box. So they may be having some issues with this. I'm just saying, I don't know why they're trying to push this again, because I guarantee you, probably almost nothing's going to run at 120 hertz at 4K on this thing. I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, I would be great if it does. My TV does support 120 hertz, but I don't think so. And HDR support, that's good. Baseline PS5 had that as well. And then it also says disc-free console. That is right. You cannot buy the PlayStation 5 Pro with a disc drive. It doesn't exist. You have to get it discless or disc driveless, and then you can buy the disc drive separately and add it on. Okay? So taking a look around the sides here. Here we go. It says PS5 Pro. Contents. The PlayStation 5 Pro console. The DualSense wireless controller. So they didn't give you the better one. They just gave you the base DualSense. Well, skimping, huh? So for a nice discounted $6.99, you get the low-end controller. 2 horizontal stand feet. So it does come... Wait, I thought people said it didn't come with the stand. Oh, it's the horizontal stand, not the vertical stand, correct? It only comes with the horizontal stand. That's right. HDMI cable and an AC power cord. Also a USB cable. It's probably very short. I'll be using a longer one.
No, you won't unless you got USB-C to USB-C, which I don't think he does.
Printed materials. They actually call that out. Printed materials. Like, that's a big deal. And Astro's Playroom. Pre-installed. Well, that's because that's not Astrobot. That's not the recent one. That's amazing and is a full-length game. It's Astro's Playroom, basically the tech demo that they put on base PS5. It's also on the Pro. Why they couldn't give you full Astrobot, I don't understand. I think that would have been like a nice thing for them to do, considering you're spending $700 on this, but they decided to give you the game you probably already have, because you probably already have a baseline PS5, correct? Okay, I'm just looking at the top. It's just blue, nothing special there. This side shows a different perspective of the PS5 Pro to the side view, right? As you can see, because there's no disk drive, it's actually complete, sleek, and neat, symmetrical, right? And down the back,
Main reason I wanted to cover this is
look,
because I'm going to wait for him to be salty over the
people.
fact it's not USB
stand, you're actually going to spend extra
regular
money
on the
it. I
front.
can't imagine people doing that, right? Witness Play Unleashed. That's correct. Because remember, if you bought PS5, you're on a leash. That thing is like a dog with like a choker collar and a muzzle on. Man, that thing is so held back. But now finally, because you spent $700 4 years later, now Play will finally be unleashed.
Yes, DSP, we know.
Sony
You
was
spent
holding back, but now
$700
it's
4
time to
years
go.
later.
No holds
dumbass.
barred, gloves off, balls to the wall action. What are they trying to say here? Why did you leash your first console? What? Nice marketing, right? So you ripped us all off. Thanks, Sony. Appreciate you admitting that on the box of the PS5 Pro. Okay, we're gonna open it, but I got a couple shout outs. Battle Duck, 39 months as a member, says let's do deboxing of boxed boxes. Sounds good. Grim Ripper with a $2 super chat. Did you get the disc drive? No, because as I literally just said, in the 4 years that I've owned the PS5, the baseline PS5, I have used one disc ever, and it was Divinity 2, because it was cheaper to get it like that off Amazon than it was to get digitally. Every other game I just get digitally at launch. I don't have discs, so I don't need a disc drive. And I received a $3 tip from Michael. He says, I hate the new trend of releasing consoles with smaller storage, then do a mid-gen refresh or pro with more. Game files are larger now, and we gamers suffer when they want us to drop our consoles every 2 years and try to urge and entice us to upgrade with a shady practice. Like Microsoft selling...
PS5, just like the PS4 and even the PS3, makes it very, very easy to upgrade space. Very easy to upgrade space. The PS5 is... It took me longer to figure out how to get the cover off than it did to get the screw unscrewed so I could put the other drive in. It literally took me longer to figure out how to get the stupid plastic thing off. They want you to expand. They made it so easy so you could on your own. Jackass. He didn't because he's a dumbass.
Bucks. Yeah, and you know, it wasn't until recently
that
finally those expansion cards for the Series S and X dropped in price. They were like $300 for like 2 years. And then all of a sudden now the flash memory, you know, they're finally lowering in cost. So you could get one for like maybe $150, $100. But even then, it's like, dude, that's crazy. Just because I want to put all my games on it. Like I'm lucky enough that I had a PS5, baseline PS5 at launch, and I got the Series X a few years later, and I haven't had issues with storage. But a lot of people do, especially if you only have one console. You probably are having storage issues at this point. You have to delete a game, add a game, then add the other game back when you want to play, delete the other one. It's like a musical chairs, right? Why, you know, people want more storage and probably would be willing to pay a little bit more for it. But they did what they did with the initial price tags, I guess, right? Okay. All right, so here we go. It's time to unbox the PS5 Pro.
Wow, nice goofy-ass face, dumbass.
Okay. So it kind of folds open, like an origami thing, like folds open when you do that. And then there's a box inside. I guess we should take the box out, correct? Take a sniff. It smells like Gaming Unleashed. All right. So happy to get the leash off, the gloves off, the muzzle off. Hello. Nothing in there. It's just a hollow shell.
Just like your brain, a hollow
this
shell.
This is the real box of the PS5 Pro right here. Okay, the actual box. And it looks like we actually do it here with this thumb tab. Okay. So you open it up. What do you think that is? You see it? What are these? What the hell is that? 2 transparent pieces of plastic? I have no idea what this is. I wonder if it's important. I hope I don't lose it. Let's put it in here. I have no clue what that is at all. So I'm going to leave it in its
like part of the packaging or something for the stand.
I'll put it over here. Hopefully I don't forget it's there. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. And then we've got...
Oh, shit. Man, I've been recording for so long. Someone just became a sub. Holla, holla, thank you. Live shout out. Or I guess recorded shout out.
Which is the same as the PS5 power cord. So I probably will just use the one from regular PS5. I probably won't even, change that out. So that goes right there. Jasper's here watching the unboxing. You excited, buddy? He wants to see it. He's very excited. Okay, so we have 2 things to open. Let's open the left-hand side first. As we open the left door, it reveals a brand new controller right there. See that?
Do you have, what, 4 of those now? Sheesh, DSP. No one needs 4 controllers.
It is the all-white DualSense. The base controller that also...
For my PS4, I had 3 controllers. You know why? Because we had a Gauntlet. And it was either 3 or 4 players could play at the same time. But me and my 2 friends played a shit ton of Gauntlet. So we needed 3 controllers. And at the time, I was the only one with the PS4 until I was able to convince them to get a PS4 and get Diablo 3. Because Diablo 3 on PS4 was better than the PS3 version.
So it came with the regular PS5, correct? There's no difference. Hopefully, I'm going to be honest here. I hope that they fixed their problem because all the baseline PS5 controllers, their thumbsticks melted. They just did, like the rubber was crap. So I hope that they improved the thumbsticks.
I have the base ones. They've never melted on me. What the fuck are you doing to your controllers?
But my launch controllers all melted. Stupid.
The fuck are you doing to your controllers that they melted?
Special about it. Okay. Only I could get it back in the bag, then I could continue the unboxing. Okay, Jasper, here you go. You can play with the controller. I put it right here. And he does. He went to sniff it. Okay, so that goes here. So what's in the other side? Let's find out. Ready? An HDMI cable. You have to assume it's up to standard, right? Why would Sony give you an outdated cable? Obviously, that's their new standard of cable or whatever. Higher end, highest end. And an incredibly short USB cable. I'm not shocked to see that. I know they skimp out on that. It's very, very tiny.
Is USB-C to USB-C, please?
Controller whatsoever.
Please don't notice.
Jasper's looking. Jasper's watching. Look, it's a wire, Jasper. He's right here.
Yeah, get him to eat more wires. But yeah, someone posted on Twitter that, hey, the Pro is USB-C on the front, not on the back. So if you like to have your controls plugged into the front, you need USB-C to USB-C cable.
I know. Someone just said you would think for $700 they'd give you like the Edge controller. It would be nice. If you're paying top dollar for the high-end system, why not give you the better controller too, right? All right, so I think this comes out.
And it probably costs an extra $100.
No. There's a diagram. Oh. So it has to open like this. And then you do this. Ah, look at this. Okay. So it all folds open. And then on the inside is your console inside of that like eggshell wrap, right? And then the paperwork's behind it. Okay. All right, let's take the sucker out. It looks a lot more skinny than the base PS5, for sure. It looks like it's easily grabbable with one hand. This is your documentation. You're never going to read that. Okay.
Of course you won't.
There's nothing else in here. That's it. That's the whole unboxing, folks. So I can tell you right off the bat, it is way skinnier than the base PS5. It's easy to hold with one hand. The other PS5 was kind of unwieldy with how chubby it was. This is not nearly as chubby.
Talking about your wife, huh?
I guess I'll get the box off my lap so I have some room here. Yeah. The big reveal. Whoa! 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 It's almost like it's a PlayStation 5, but professional. Wow.
Shut the fuck up.
Extreme close-up. Whoa, dudes. Whoa, dudes. Oh, I hit the mic. Whoa, dudes. Extreme PS5 Pro close-up, dudes. All right. So.
I'm sure he probably saw someone else doing something like that, and he's like, oh, copy them. Here's the thing, DSP. That person probably did it with enthusiasm. Something you don't have. Like, there's no enthusiasm there. There was no excitement. It was just, I saw someone else doing that, so I should probably try to copy them.
Taking a look at it, all right, on the front, we've got two USB-C ports, no standard USB port, only the USB-C ports on this guy that I can see on the front. Sleek looking on the front for sure, right? Nicely symmetrical. We're going to compare to the baseline PS5 in a moment, don't worry. Racing stripes on the sides. Do they actually serve any purpose? I have no idea. Like, some people suggested they're for ventilation, but I don't know if that's true, quite frankly. On the back, we've got HDMI, we've got Ethernet, and we got two standard USB ports. So you don't need to have the USB-C standard to plug into this thing. You could just use an older USB as well if you so choose. What is this? I have no idea. Could that be for the stand? I don't know what the hell that is. It's like a weird hole in the side of it there. I don't know what it does. And of course, your power cable right there. Okay, on the bottom, you got absolutely nothing. A vent. On the top, you got nothing. Not even a vent. It's just sleek plastic, okay? So again, honestly, I like the form factor. The PS5 was kind of weird and unwieldy. The PS5 Pro actually feels
tiny little baby
like
hand's gonna handle
like,
it,
console. Huh? It's long, that's for sure, but it's normal. Like, I can lift this easily, move it around with one hand. It's a little heavy, but it's not super heavy.
Drop it.
You know? So now, you ready for the comparison? Let's do it. So here we go. Here's PS5 Pro. Oh my God, here's the beast. The beast. That is the baseline PS5, right? So.
Would have been funny if you dropped it.
Slightly different. I mean, they look similar, but definitely the baseline PS5, first of all, because I have the disc drive version, right? It's going to look chunkier. But just holding them next to each other, right? This Pro looks aesthetically more pleasing, to be honest. Okay, it does. That racing stripe, it kind of adds something. I don't know. I thought it kind of looked silly in the designs, but now when you're kind of comparing the consoles head to head, I actually think that the Pro does look a lot better than the standard PS5. You know, now again, PS5 baseline had a standard USB and a USB-C on the front. And then on the back, it had 2 more USB regulars and then the HDMI and the Ethernet. So the
Those
Pro
USB 3.0, not regular.
swapped out one of those and put 2 USB-C ports on the front. That's the only real distinctive difference I'm seeing on the layout of the hardware itself is the USB port. Everything else kind of looks samey. But I mean, yeah, I'll be honest.
Good thing you spent
I like
$700
the
on the
design of this a lot
DSP.
better. It's more aesthetically pleasing because, you know, it's slimmer. It has racing stripes. As dumb as it sounds, I do think they make it look a little better. I don't know why, but they do. And it's lighter. It's definitely lighter. Now, again, keep in mind that my base PS5 has the disc drive on it, so that's adding weight. But the thing is just heavy. Like, it's a heavy-ass beast. And I'm curious, with this new model, are they going to solve some of the issues, such as how loud it was, right? Because that thing could end up running really loud. And I wonder if this one will run lower. Also, this is kind of neat. If you look from this perspective, let me show you this perspective. I'm going to show you the top perspective here. So, it's even hard. I can't even lift the base PS5 with one hand. It's too heavy. So you see how
You're
this
such a
looks from the
bitch.
top? It looks like a big chunky, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like rounded and chunky. It just looks weird, doesn't it?
Like your wife?
Now look at the Pro. The Pro has this like band on it that catches the light in a certain way, and it makes it look weird and funky. You see that? The way it catches the light, because it has this ripple right there. See that? It's a ripple. It's not a bulbous thing. It's like a ripple there, and it catches the light. So just the design overall is nice. Like, I actually do think it's pretty slick with the way that it looks. Doesn't mean it's going to be a better piece of hardware, but design-wise, I think it's a step up. The racing stripe does look good. You get that extra USB-C port on the front instead of all regular USBs and only one C port. It's easier to move around. It's way lighter than the base PS5. And the
Drop it!
I feel is slicker with the way it looks aesthetically, okay? Now, one thing that I'm distinctly noticing, there's no stand. My base PS5 came with the stand. This doesn't have it. So how does this work? I might have to get those paper instructions out. Does it have something to do with
you're not going to use?
these things? What is this? This is somehow a stand for it. This is like in Demolition Man when you're trying to figure out how to wipe your ass with the seashells. Like, how am I going to figure this out?
That is a good movie.
How does this work?
I don't know. Maybe look at the instructions.
So, first of all, what's considered right side up anyway? Right? Like, I have no idea. With the base PS5, the stand that it comes with, there's like a notch. You can see on the PS5, there's like a little notch on the bottom to see where to position it. I am legitimately not seeing anything on here that indicates where I would use these little plastic feet things. The PlayStation logo is on the top, so then it would be like this. This would be how it would go, right? That would be the front. It would look just like this. So where do I put the feet on the bottom? Are they like, wait a minute. Are the
Look
feet
at
even
you have the
identical?
instructions.
They are. The feet are identical. This is fucking weird. Racing stripe area. It's on the racing stripe. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, this is so fucking hilarious.
Right here. You are correct. Okay, so... it just pops in like that. Oh, wow. Well, this is weird. So, did you see what I did? I gave it cat ears. So when I put this sucker down, it's going to sit on those feet. And it's going to sit... are you kidding? Look what they did. Look at that design. It's the Sony symbols are right there. Can you see them? The Sony symbols. Look at that. See? And
Yes,
so the end, the
congratulations.
square is a raised bump, and that's going to be the third foot. So you got 3 feet. A foot here, and the Sony symbol square is your third foot. And that's how it's going to sit flat on the ground, on an entertainment system, on a shelf. Now that's interesting. And you know what? You can't screw that up because the other side doesn't have the holes for the feet. The number one
I'm sure you'd
screw-up
find a way
with
to
base
screw it up.
PS5 is that no one knew how to use it with the stand it came with. Even the freaking top of Sony guys didn't know what they were doing, and they would film them in their homes, and the PS5 would be incorrectly placed on the stand of their own product, right? So that's very interesting. A 3-foot system, 2 feet there, and a foot. The Sony symbol square on the side will be the 3 feet that this thing will sit on. Huh? That's kind of neat. I want to see if I can do a demo.
And all this over a console that pales in comparison to the, what does he have? The 4070 Super Ti. Yeah, he has the 4070 Super Ti. The 4070 Super Ti costs more than the PS5 Pro. Guess what? It's also more powerful.
Demo of it.
I guess some games like Bloodborne or Demon's Souls you can only play on PS4 or PS5, whatever. So if you were, say, a huge Bloodborne fan like me, oh, you have the PS5, you get it on there. But you're not going out of your way to buy another PS5 Pro to play the same games. Like, I have a PS5, I don't need a PS5 Pro. DSP moved to PC for crying out loud. A PC that is more powerful than the PS5 Pro. And again, he's not playing Demon's Souls or Bloodborne again. He's not doing another run of those. Any game he wants to play, he can play on PC now. Dumbass.
So, if this is your, whatchamacallit, like your shelf, your entertainment center, right?
Drop it. Drop it.
There it is. That's how it sits. I'm hitting my mic. I'm striking my microphone. But that's how it sits on it. Look at that. And it doesn't move. It's firm on there. It's not sliding. It works. At first, you look at it, you're like, that ain't going to work. 2 little feet. But they actually designed it well. Look. Yeah. That's impressive. It looks sleek, right? Now, of course, you need to buy the stand if you want to stand it vertically. I'm not going to buy the stand. I can't actually fit it in my entertainment center, even if I wanted to. There's not room. It's like narrow shelves. So I'm just going to put it flat just like that. But that's pretty cool, right? I would say aesthetically, it probably looks better standing up for sure. Like that's probably the preferred, but I don't have the availability to do that, right?
He puts his consoles on the floor now, so he does have the ability to do that.
Okay. All right. So I have a couple quick shout outs to do. Let's see here. Someone tipped $1, says if you make $800 today, smash the console with a hammer. Well, that would be kind of stupid, don't you think?
Would be pretty funny, though.
$1 says, what sound would I make if a metal rod shoved up my butthole right now? It would probably be something like, something like that. Or maybe just, ouch.
Wow, his fans are interesting, to say the least.
Guys. And Retro Danny has a haiku for us. He says, a brand new machine.
Shut the fuck up, let's skip ahead.
And I'm going to do the initial setup stuff first because I don't want you guys seeing my account information and shit. You know, I got to do the base stuff first. But I'll be here along the way. I'll actually leave the audio on. Where you'll hear the initial stuff. And then once I'm on the dashboard and everything's working, then we'll jump over and we'll experiment with it. So give me a minute. I'm just going to plug it in. Oh, actually, controller-wise. If I just plug a controller in, will it auto-sync? I think so, right? You don't have to do it wirelessly if you just plug it in. I don't know if I should,
He's gone for several minutes. What the fuck is he doing for several minutes?
And then it'll work. Oh, that might be easier. I might do it that way then. This, I don't think anyone even knew this. Are you ready for this? So it has a PS4 special mode, okay? Here it is. Enhance image quality for PS4 games. Improve the image quality of a PS4 game to enjoy higher quality gameplay for some games. Turn this off if you experience unexpected behavior during gameplay, okay? But I want to show you something. Currently, we're at 4K resolution, okay? It's 3840 by 2160 at 60 hertz. Let's say we don't want to do 4K. What if we wanted to play in 1080p? By the way, this isn't supported by my TV. That's why there's no 1440p. Actually, I take that back. It's not my TV. It's my capture device. Doesn't do 1440p. Okay? So, let's say you wanted to do 1080p. Okay? Because maybe you want to go 120 hertz, right? Some games you want that, like Call of Duty. I would want 120 hertz. So
like it wouldn't matter to you. It wouldn't do anything for you.
Okay? Yep, so now we're at 1080p 60 hertz. Now, I told it that I wanted to go up to 120. Here it is. It's automatic. So, any games that will support 120 will now run at 120, okay? Cool, because I know Call of Duty will support that. But here's the weird thing now, okay? I want to show you something. Look. Enhanced image quality for PS4 games is grayed out, and it says this setting is only available during 2160p and 1440p, so if you can't play at 4K, you can't enhance your PS4 games on the PS5 Pro. That's the first thing I've now discovered. I'm like, ooh, we should probably talk about that. Some people might not know that.
Enhance how? If you're playing at 1080p, which the PS4 did, what would you be enhancing? What would you be enhancing, jackass?
That's important to know. Don't go buy a PS5 Pro if you're playing at only 1080p. You're going to have limitations. You've got to be playing at 4K if you want to have certain advantages, okay?
Let's skip ahead.
Caliber 6, yeah, we're way back now. I don't know if I would want to try any of these on here, honestly.
You'd have to download right now, and all those are going to be way too big to download at once.
Ni no Kuni 2 sucked. Well, I'm not dropping $30 for an ancient game. I'm just not. That's ridiculous. It was $10 last year. Wow, they're ripping you off. I told you about the digital pricing, how it's all price gouging and stuff. It's ridiculous how much to do.
But you only buy digital, so what the fuck do you
I gotta do it, or
care?
else I can't use my joystick to play Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, you can't play Street Fighter 6 without his joystick, guys. Why are you playing Street Fighter? Why are you playing Street Fighter? I want to see if it looks enhanced. Yeah, then play a game that's going to be looking enhanced. Not Street Fighter. Holy shit. God, you're such an
I don't
idiot.
want to break and let all these games download, and then tonight on the late stream, we're going to play more. The bummer here is that they download so slow. I have very fast internet, and the fact these games are downloading so slow, that just means PlayStation Network is slow. It has nothing to do with my internet's way fast.
You're also live streaming, and you're downloading multiple things at once, jackass. Now, if you wanted to show off how great it looks, obviously Veilguard would do it. Spider-Man 2 would do it. Doesn't he have Dragon's Dogma on that? Dragon's Dogma 2, I think. That'd probably show it off. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that would definitely show it off.
So PlayStation Network is like abysmally slow. Because I thought I would have 5 games and stuff.
Also, it could be a little bit of PlayStation because everyone that's getting the PlayStation 5 Pro is probably downloading games to it right now.
All by now, I have 2. You know? Now it says
Here we
continue.
go.
So, okay. We're in graphics. Performance sharp. What I want... It says, prioritize maintaining 60 frames while displaying graphics at 4K resolution. I don't get it. None of these make sense. The one you don't want is smooth, right? Performance sharp would be best, you think? All right, we'll do performance sharp.
Chat, tell them what to
No,
do.
versatility is the pro mode? Okay. We're going to try versatility. I don't even remember what we were doing. Wait a minute. Aren't we doing the stupid... Yeah. Oh, no. I remember what we were doing.
He's about to get to the beach scene, so he's not going to keep playing.
We were doing the dumb minigame. Yeah, we were doing the minigame. So now supposedly it's supposed to like super crisp 60 frames, huh? I don't remember how to play this. I haven't played this since March. How do you play this game? Where are we? I want to go find enemies. I don't know how. I was swimming. I need to do that. Oh god, what am I doing? I don't know how to play. No recollection of how to play the game.
Yeah, he's made over $200 on a console that he totally didn't buy. Like I said, there's so much that went on in one day. There's people that can go in their entire year without fucking up as much as he does. I mean, really? Guys, I accidentally bought $72 worth of stamps. But I needed stamps, guys. How the fuck do you accidentally buy $72 worth of stamps? And then the Power World and the Sony stuff, like, I just get to have those because it's fucking stupid. And, guys, that DSP news that's currently not posting on Twitter right now while I'm streaming is totally not me. It's just a coincidence that he's not made any posts while I'm on stream, guys. Anyways, with that thought, I'm gonna let you guys go. Holy shit, this is a long one. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.